Tell there's a big dent in it. So I may order a new pan, new gaskets. Hey guys, welcome back. Today, see Bronco's in here. We had a storm come through last night, and I get a chance to push it out and bring the International over, so we're doing this morning. Still think I can set up and get the transmission started to be take the transmission off. I believe we'll give it a shot. It's going to be relatively heavy, so I'll probably put a jack underneath it and support it. That way when I get it, I can just move it and set it on the ground. And if that goes well, then we'll move on to the bell housing. I do need to mark the crank flywheel position on the block so I can kind of get it back to where it is right now. And take starter off. Just be doing some removal of items on the straight six today is all I plan on doing. Not sure how long it's going to take. It may take a little while or maybe really quick, but that's all I got time for this morning. Also, I think I'm at 471. So if I get 500 subscribers by the end of March, I'll eat the world's hottest chocolate here in the garage, live on camera. Kind of like a celebration type thing. And I'm thinking about making another hat and doing another giveaway too. But we'll see when that gets closer. Yeah, if you know, we're focusing on the International now a little bit harder. Last video at the end I kind of explained why, but basically the guy that gave it to me was real bad health and he liked to ride in it and drive it one more time. So that's why we turned our attention to it. We're not gonna stop working on the Bronco by any means. We'll continue on it, and like I said, we got a bunch of cleanup to do in here. A lot of cleanup, but we're gonna be focusing on taking care of the International right now. I like to have it to drive it myself, take it to a few car shows and such. But another thing we might do, I just thought about today, is if that goes well, we may start cleaning up this piece here. It has some kind of coating on it that just flakes up. So I like to clean that up, and also like to grind this down just a little bit better. I don't want to knock the welds off, but just even it up on each side. Actually, I may leave that since we need to finish welding. I like to weld all this up here and all that up there, and then we can grind down a little bit. But I'm debating on cleaning the frame. Here, that's gonna look nicer, but I don't know how far back I should take, because it does have some original paint still on it. Thought about just cleaning it up, letting it go, but if the engine's out, I do think I should sand it down and paint it all the way to the back here before it's the firewall. Because I'm not going to touch this firewall. I may clean it off, but I ain't going to grind it down. I like that color. I like the patina of it, so we're going to leave it like that. And there's no rust in it, so it's good. I also don't know if that looked weird, having a new painted frame all the way back to the body mounts, and the rest looking oldish. But I do need to at least get this stuff off and get it to where it's not so just flaky looking, even on here. Hate for rust to come up in there. Anyways, let me know your thoughts on that. If you ought to paint the frame, it's going to do black all the way back to those body mounts, and all the way up to the bumper, and get that cleaned off and paint it as good as I can. But we'll probably take some super clean to this lightly, because it can be kind of aggressive on paint, and just knock dirt and grime off of it. Just leave it that color. Also, we need to build a box. It goes from right here all the way around. That way I can use my vent. Anyways, that's the kind of next things to do with the International. We will be pushing the Bronco out more often when the weather's nice. But like I said, I think if I strike six in there, we can get a good angle for the steering. The only thing I'm concerned with now is where the motor mounts to it. I don't know if the oil pan's gonna hit the steering rack, but it'll be close. But I think it'll work. Anyways, let's get over there and start trying to take the transmission off, possibly the bell housing. So let's get to work. Well, we got a little bit of a mess here, but we got everything taken out. Didn't know that there's 4 more bolts in the bell housing. For some reason I thought you just took 2 off and you slipped it up, but there's 6 total in the bell housing. 4 inside the block, that bolt to the block, and the 2 top ones that you can see on the outside. Then the flywheel itself has 6 that goes on the crank. And I marked where that yellow mark is. Marked it on the flywheel so we can put it back to where it was. And then let's see, the clutch has 6 bolts. That bolt to the flywheel. So I took those off first, dropped that. Then I had to put a C-clamp on the block to the flywheel to keep the flywheel from spinning when I was trying to take it off. And I used that same technique to take the flywheel bolts off as well. But we got it off. I don't see anything that's too concerning right now. The pan's kind of beat up underneath. I may order a new pan. See if I can show you. I can tell there's a big dent in it. So I may order a new pan, new gaskets, oil pump, some seals. And we'll look at the bearings and see if they need to be replaced or not. But the transmission is pretty easy, just four bolts and just slips right off. Next time we may go back to the International and start kind of cleaning the that steering rack off. Let me know if you would paint that frame or not. That's one thing we could do is push the Bronco out and pull this over and start cleaning up the frame, getting it painted and protect it or clean it up. May come here and clean off the firewall a little bit with some super clean. I may do that next time. And then after that we'll put the engine on an engine stand and look at the bottom part of it, make sure everything's good. Like I said, I'll probably order a new pan, gaskets, oil pump, and hopefully everything looks good and we can put all this back in and get it ready to put in the truck. Well, I think that'll do it for me today. Got the transmission, bell housing, clutch, flywheel off. I think it's a pretty good day. I need to get to work, so like I said before, 500 subscribers by the end of March. We'll get the world's hottest chocolate on camera here in the garage. And I may do another drawing for another hat. Not sure on that yet. More than likely I will though. But anyways, if you like this kind of stuff, we'll be hitting the International pretty hard, but we'll jump to the Bronco here hopefully in a couple days, do a little bit on it. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.